Chapter 18, The Kidnapping. Now, playing as Ava. After a magical night at the premiere of The Guardian, you were just separated from Ash when you realize your driver sounds oddly familiar. Don't I know you? Better than you realize. Click reverberates to the silence of the car doors lock and the limo peels out, carrying you away from the premiere and Ash. What's going on? The partition between you and the driver falls, and their face comes into view for the first time. Shannon? I wish it didn't have to be this way, Ava, but you're going to have to skip the after party. Your thoughts flash back to all those weeks ago, to the day you met her. You were on the set the day Ash saved me from the falling light. I really am sorry about that. I never meant for you to get hurt. I was just trying to shut down the filming. You serendipitously reach for the phone, only to find that it won't turn on. Panic threatens to overtake you as the gravity of the situation sinks in. You're alone, trapped in a moving car with the very person who's been stalking you for weeks. Listen. Let's go to the party and celebrate together. I know you're a big Guarded fan. Wouldn't you like to party with the cast? You mean with the people trying to ruin something precious to us? No. We'll have a much better time with just the two of us fixing the mess Raimi DeLong in the studio made. And if I don't want to go with you? I want you to work with me willingly. I know how much we both care about this. But if you don't, I'll do what I have to. You know, Ash will find me. I know him. He won't stop until I'm safe. You really think I didn't plan for that? After everything I've done to get us here? Truth dawns, even through the frantic thoughts. Your stalker is always thorough, always 2 steps ahead. He's the biggest threat to my plan. I knew I'd have to keep him busy somehow. Ash will come for me one way or another, but I might not have enough time to wait. I need to get the hell out of here now. I should attack Shannon and try to break the window. Most likely it's shatterproof, so, yeah, we'll try that, though. You draw in a deep breath and shove your shoulder against the window with all your strength. You hear a sharp crack as you connect. The glass doesn't break, though. What are you doing? Leaving. You reel back to slam into the window again, but Shannon wrenches the wheel. The limo swerves wildly, causing you to hit the wall instead. Don't fight me, Ava. But you're not giving up so easily. You think back to Ash's self-defense lessons and throw a punch right at Shannon's face through the open divider. She lets out a panicked yelp as the blow connects, momentarily losing control of the vehicle. You grab at her clothing, trying to get an arm around her neck as she struggles to keep from crashing. Let me out. Stop it, or Ash will pay the price. A jolt of dread pierces your stomach and you freeze. I have friends looking after him, with instructions to hurt him if they don't hear from me regularly. I don't believe you. See for yourself. Your heart sinks as the limo slows and she pulls out a phone with a photo of Ash on the screen. 2 tough-looking people loom behind him, and fear in his eyes is unmistakable. Ash. Swipe out, trying to grab the phone. She snatches it away too quickly. You'll be fine as long as you cooperate. I don't care what she says. Ash will come for me. But until then, I've got to go along with what she wants. Tie this around your eyes. One wrong move, and I'll tell my friends to punish him. She tosses you a scrap of fabric, and you tie it as she gets out of the limo, then opens the back seat and binds your arms to your sides. I'm sorry for all the theatrics, but I promise it'll be worth it. Hurry, Ash. Darkness is all you see as Shannon guides you out of the car, around uneven ground into uncertainty. Now playing as Ash. You were scouring the dimly lit theater for Gemma's tablet when 3 shuttered figures closed in around you. As they got closer, their faces came into view, and 2 of them suddenly lunged, grabbing your arms tied. Let go of me. Hi there, soldier boy. Hold still, won't you? As you struggle against the two holding you, the third pulls out a phone and snaps a picture of you. We're just gonna sit tight and no one has to get hurt. Screw that. With a surge of strength, you twist your body and yank your arms free. Adrenaline fuels you as you grab a lighting cable, a discarded purse, the attacker's phone. A USB cable isn't really going to help us, but we'll try it anyway. You glance around frantically for something to use as a weapon, but all you see is a cell phone. I'll take that. You snatch it from the man's hands and swing your fist around to smash the hard edge into his temple. The man's eyes roll back, he drops to the ground in a heap, but the other two attackers are already on you. Get him under control. I'm trying. The man grabs you from behind, lifting you off the ground with a grunt. You elbow him hard in the stomach and he drops you, doubling over. The woman lunges at you again, with this time the phone in your fist. You bring both hands down on her head. Breathing hard, you turn to the only attacker still standing, grabbing your bloody fists around the cracked phone and brandishing it. Tell me what the hell's going on here. Who put you up to this? Man wheezes, still bent over from the blow to his stomach. He shakes his head. I'm not telling you anything. I should persuade him. Hit him. Now we're hitting him. You punch him in the gut, right where your elbow connected before. There's more where that came from if you don't answer me. You were just supposed to keep here for a few hours while the boss talked to your girlfriend. Ava's involved. Who hired you? Don't know. They contacted us online. We've only ever seen messages. Stalker. It's gotta be. You hit the man swiftly over the back of the head and he slumps to the ground. And you grab the phone. When Ava's number goes straight to voicemail, you call Gemma. Ash, finally. Is Ava with you? She isn't picking up her phone. She had me stay behind at the theater to get your tablet. What? But I have it right here. I think it's the stalker. Didn't you say that her regular driver wasn't available tonight? Oh god, let me get in touch with the limo company. Good idea. Meet me at Colby's office as soon as you can. I'm gonna call him now. Dial Colby's number as you rush outside and flag down a taxi. Colby, Ash, listen. Ava's missing. Stalker's involved. I need the feeds from every CCTV camera from the red carpet surrounding areas at the premiere. I need to know who took her. On it. You're out of breath by the time you burst through Colby's door, having taken the stairs 2 at a time. Colby, did you find anything yet? I have access to the feeds, but there are days worth of footage here. I've got an algorithm narrowing it down. He gestures to the chair across from him, but you shake your head, pacing the room instead. Listen, I know you have to go after whoever took Ava, but please, at least go prepared. Pushes a pile of dark clothes and gear topped with Kevlar vest across his desk towards you. I don't have time to get geared up. I need to get ready to leave the second you have anything. Agreed. Ready. There's a reason we never go on missions without this stuff back in the service. You won't be any use to Ava if the stalker hurts you before you can get to her. I'll wear this tactical gear, whatever I've got on. I like the tactical gear, why not? You're right, as usual. You quickly suit up, already feeling more capable as you strap holsters onto your waist and cinch the belt. I won't let anything stand between me and Ava. Then Gemma comes rushing into the office, her face lined with worry. I talked to the limo company and they don't know about a driver change. Then she was definitely kidnapped. Damn it, we got something. You both move around the desk to look at the screen over Colby's shoulder. As you watch the footage, your heart skips a beat. You see the fake limo driver standing by, waiting for Ava to get in. Hang on a second, that's Shannon. She's a PA or something for the studio? I thought she was outside consultant. Colby's fingers fly across the keyboard quickly, matching the face in the video to the personnel file. Shannon Beck, video production technician with a contracting company the studio uses. That's how she had so much access to the set, and to Ava. I have the limo plates and full access to the city's cameras. I'll find out where they went. I'll pay Shannon's place a visit in the meantime. She might have taken Ava there. Take my motorcycle. It's parked in the garage. I'll stay in case there's anything I can do to help Colby. You arrive at Shannon's apartment complex, your mind racing as you realize you have no way inside. It's called Make One. And I'll just have to make a way in. Hey, look at that, we're on the same page. I should kick down the door, use a credit card to open the door. Rather than causing a commotion, you reach into your pocket for a credit card. You insert the card between the door and the door frame right at the latch. Applying pressure and wiggling the card, you skillfully manipulate the latch, pushing it back with a soft click. The door unlocks. Your heart thunders as you enter the apartment. It's dark, silent, save for the careful footsteps. Ava. But all you find is a room and there's a shrine dedicated to gardening. You see books signed by the author, fan art, pictures from the set. What the hell is all this? I'll examine the Shannon's notebook, the movie script notebook. One earmarked page is detailed notes on all the security cameras on set and what time they go down for maintenance. This must have been how she got into Ava's trailer without being seen. Flipping the page, you're greeted by a series of technical diagrams and notes. And there are the specs for Ava's home security system. Replace the notebook, your fingers already moving to the next item on display. You find pages that were torn out of Ava's journal back when her trailer was trashed. This has Ava's address and all of her contact information. So that's how she knew where Ava lived. Prop 1. What's this? Turning it over in your hands, you notice the text etched into the handle. The Gloaming Palace, Los Angeles. Ava mentioned there used to be a fan attraction nearby. That's where the Fan Con one was based on. Next to the wand, you see a picture of a young Shannon in front of a set of large vine-covered doors. But your exploration is interrupted by an incoming text from Colby. Got ahead. Let me guess, LA Gloaming Palace? What's left of it, anyway. I'm headed there now. I'll call the police, go be a hero. Let's just hope I make it in time. Now, playing as Ava. Shannon removes your blindfold, revealing the derelict Gloaming Palace, an eerie shadow of its former glory. We always used to talk about coming here together. Shannon, I've only known you for all of a few months. So you do remember the fan casts, memes, Skype conversations? We used to talk almost every day. Febe! How could you forget that? That's my old username. Could she have been on the guarded forums? Narrowing her eyes, you focus on her features. Though you've never met in person, you see the resemblance from the few video calls you had. Wait, you're back? As in, back in action? So now you remember? Shannon, that was a long time ago. Those forums meant everything to me when I was younger, but I moved on. I figured you did too. I moved on, but I didn't forget. You of all people must understand how excited I was when I heard Guarded was being adapted. Then the cast was announced and I saw your name. I was so hopeful, Ava. So you got a job with the studio? I thought we'd reconnect. It would be just like old times, the two of us bouncing ideas off of each other, making the movie perfect. But you didn't even recognize me. Don't you think you should have just told me who you were? I didn't think I'd have to. If you'd said something, I would have remembered you. Things would have been different. Don't act like it's my fault that you forgot about me. I only bring it up so you'd understand why I came to you when the studio and Raimi started ruining our series with all their changes. The fans deserve to have a voice, and I knew you could be that voice. I changed the pivotal scene where Celine loses Win back to the way it was in the book. I convinced Val and Renee to support me in making some story adjustments. And your efforts are the only saving grace in that dumpster fire of an adaptation. I tried guiding things from the sidelines through you, but that didn't work. So now I'm trying a more hands-on approach. You and I are going to rework Garden into a movie by the fans, for the fans. Seriously, Shannon, the movie's already out, it's too late. The time to make changes was months ago. I tried, but I'm just not giving up just because things got a little harder. And neither of us is leaving until we make a new script. So I'd suggest you start brainstorming. And the waiter voice is shaking. You're starting to wonder if she'll let you leave at all. I have to play along for now. Stall until someone finds me. Okay, what parts of the current script do you dislike? They changed Celine's backstory too much. For one thing, she's driven by ennui, not loneliness. And we don't even get to see enough of Win's softer side. She loses herself in thought for a moment, then shoots you a pointed glare. Though I shouldn't have to tell you any of this, you would have been upset too if you weren't so distracted by Ash. Ash isn't part of this. Oh, but he is. Though I guess it's my own fault, dropping that light when you were coming on the set. Well, my planning was so careful. If I hadn't screwed that up, everything would have been worked out perfectly. She bites at her thumbnail, frowning. You see an opportunity. Now that she's got me here and I know the truth, I bet she's itching to reveal all the details. Asking about her plans might keep her talking for a while. Give Ash more time to get to you. And I'm kinda curious how she pulled it all off. Speaking of your plans, I'm curious how all this started. She watches you in silence for a long moment, then draws in a deep breath. Do you remember when we first started chatting on the forums? How we dreamt of someday making a movie? You think back to those early days in the guarded fandom. Wonderful or Wonderful 27. The make out in the Wispwood, I melted. I know they're so hot together, but their relationship's so much deeper than that. Celine doesn't ask Win to hide his dark side. Win knows Selena's to put her destiny before everything else. You're the first person I've talked to who gets why their romance is so amazing. They're perfect for each other. I hope someday they make a movie. You should check out my fan cast thread. Every day I'd run home from school where I felt like an outcast, where I hated being around everyone. But then I'd open my laptop and see your messages waiting for me. I just realized something about the masquerade ball. HMU on Skype when you're home. Ready when you are. Going on those forums, talking to people like you, people who got me. That was always the highlight of my day. I felt the exact same way. What we shared was real. That forum was my escape, and you were part of that. For a moment, her face lights up at your words, her eyes shimmering with relief. I knew it. But as quickly as her expression brightened, it darkens again. But like most of our online friends, we fell out of touch. You stopped posting on the forum, and eventually so did I. I wondered what you were up to sometimes, hoping you were, well, but life moved on. I wondered about you too, you know. I went off to college, studied computer engineering, video production, got a basic IT job, but I was like Celine before meeting Win. I was just going through the motions. So what changed? They announced the movie. When I saw you were cast, I knew it was a chance to finally make our dreams come true. I applied to be a PA, but didn't get it, so I pivoted to a security tech job for a company they contract out to. You know the next part. Where you almost dropped a flight fixture on me, because the love scene was completely wrong. The studio needed a wake-up call. You know, people could have been seriously hurt. I told you I didn't mean for you to get caught up in it. And what about everyone else on the set that day? Any one of them could have been hurt. Well, they weren't. After seeing the disaster that was the first few scenes, I needed to get my hands on a script to find out the extent of the damage. Is that why you trashed my trailer? I thought if anyone caught me, you were the most likely to understand. I didn't find the script, but I did find a diary with your address. I figured you'd have a copy at home. And your IT background helped you get past my security system. Gotta hand it to you. It took me a while to crack that particular nut. But then Gemma had to show up at exactly the wrong time. You'll have to forgive her for not anticipating a home invasion. Shannon's eyes narrow at your barbed comment. You take a deep breath, forcing your outrage down. What about the pictures you got while I was overseas? Did you follow us there? The guarded forums had a bit of a resurgence after the movie announcement. All I had to do was find out where you'd be. Plenty of people were willing to go snap a photo. And then I realized Ash was a problem. It was distracting you from the movie. I needed you to focus. Shannon. How dare you try to get between us? Zelene and Wynn meant a lot to me, but they aren't real. Ash and I are. Their love is real. What it means to me, thousands of other fans, it's real. You used to understand that. I understand the stories can be powerful, but living, breathing people should always come first. As much as guarded means to me, Ash will always mean more. And then I was wrong to think you might be on my side. I'll add that to the list of regrets that I have about how this has all played out. Shannon, you can still let me go. Don't make the list any longer than it has to be. Untie me. If I did that, then all the sacrifices I've made would be for nothing. Hope swells in your chest as the distant sound of tire squealing to a stop reaches you. Help! In here! Shannon claps a hand over your mouth, silencing you. Then something sharp and cold presses against your throat. A knife. I didn't want it to come to this, but if you won't fix the movie willingly, maybe you won't deserve, or don't deserve, to be its star. Really? Tune in next week, because this went by super quick, for whatever will happen next, which will probably be Ash somehow, someway saving you, because Special Forces. Anyway, with that being said, hopefully you all did enjoy. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description, plenty of things to check out there, ways to support. And hey, again, please consider that like and share button. Also, the subscribe button if you haven't already. So, aside from that, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm glad I could get this out to you guys ASAP as it came out, even though I'd rather be curled up in bed. But I digress. Catch you all later. Peace out.